Hi, I thought I would record another quick video just to say hi to everyone who is probably going through some strange range of emotions at the moment. As you know, obviously we've all been told to stay home for the next 3 weeks where possible, and for some people this will not be the easiest of things to do. It's a strange time that we're all going through. So I wanted, rather than to focus on all that, I wanted to just point out a couple of other wee things. I happened to go out into the garden and I noticed how quiet it was. There was no traffic in the distance and it was lovely. You could stand in the garden and hear the birds and see the blue sky and just appreciate the fact that for the moment it's a beautiful sunny day. And yes, those of us who aren't key workers, who haven't been asked to go out to work, those of us who have the privilege of being able to stay at home, unlike our doctors, nurses, retail workers, teachers, other people who are having to still go to work to keep the country moving. Those of us who can stay at home, rather than seeing it as a terrible thing that we have to do and a horrible enforced period of imprisonment, let's change the focus, let's change the perspective on this and look at it from the fact that, this is time out, this is time to reset the balance, this is time for Mother Nature to reset the balance. There are fewer cars on the road, there are fewer people out and about, so she is healing herself. You hear the wonderful stories of the canals in Venice becoming clean and fish being seen in them for the first time since the war. People in China, children in China, seeing a blue sky for the first time in their lives due to the lack of air pollution. That is beautiful. And it's a shame that it took something as terrifying and as horrible as this nasty virus to make us wake up and see that, Mother Earth needs healing. So use this time for yourself. Use this time to reconnect with yourself. Look within. Do whatever meditation work you can do. For example, I spent this morning, for the first time in a while, all of us were able to have a lie-in because none of us had to leave the house. And then we did some qigong together and moved some energy through our bodies. And then we meditated together. And last night we played games together. And yes, there was uncertainty, and yes, there was fear, and yes, there were some tears, and there was some anxiety and some stress. But we ultimately have a choice as to how we handle this. And we can jump straight into the fear and just make ourselves feel sick constantly by worrying about it, or we can take steps to keep ourselves safe and our family safe by doing what we're told, keeping our hands clean, only going out when we absolutely have to, focusing on the beautiful things. As I say, I went into the garden and I could hear, and I actually saw a massive bumblebee go past. I could hear the birds singing. It's almost like the birds are all tweeting to each other, where are all the people, where are all the people? And it's lovely because they're probably wondering what's going on. The place is just like a ghost town. But it was beautiful just to hear the peace outside. So let's try and find some of that peace and bring it into ourselves, and let's do our best to send out whatever positivity and whatever healing energy we can. I'm sending Reiki out every single day to all those who need it and to anyone who asks for it. I'm also still doing private distance healing sessions, and if you're interested in that, you can of course get in touch with me through either the website www.rocksandrituals.co.uk or get in touch with me just through Facebook. You'll find me there. You can also get in touch by email or on Twitter. So if you just look for Rocks and Rituals, you'll find me on the social media platforms. I'm here to help as much as I can. I have just spent this morning, after the qigong and the meditation, I spent some time there just making a short sort of calming video meditation style thing. It's still processing at the moment. It may or may not come out as it's planned. The fan of the laptop was a little bit noisy, but these things are sent to trials and we have to just make the best of what we've got. So it may not be up to usual quality or usual spec, but it will be something, an offering from me to try and help bring calm, because I'm aware that people are frightened and that everyone is a little bit nervous and unsure at this time. But if we can all just hold on to the positives, focus on what we do have, focus on the blessings in our lives, and focus on the Reiki principles that just for today we'll not be angry about this, and we'll not worry about it, and we'll be grateful for what we have, and we'll be honest with ourselves and the people around us, and we'll be kind to ourselves and others. And if we focus on those 5 things, we can get through this, and it will pass. So thank you for taking the time to watch this, and I hope it was of some help and comfort. I will be making some more resources available with regards to meditations, calming exercises, stress management, anxiety management, and healing services online. But as I said before, if you need to get in touch with me, please do. And there's a range of services that can be delivered to you in your own home by way of Skype or email or phone. Okay, so please do. Stay well and stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon.